Hey guys, I'm Kalie Shorr.
And I'm Savannah Kais.
And you're listening to Let the Girls Play.
Kalie, you just got back from playing your hometown show, which was huge. All of your family and friends came to support you, and a lot of fans. Tell us about it.
For Cat Country Radio, I am honored to be talking to one of Nashville's hottest new country music artists, Miss Kalie Shorr. Starting out in Nashville, was there like one piece of life that really stood out and meant the most to you?
Pretty much everybody who lives here is the best person in their hometown. Everybody's talented, everybody's got that spark. The chances of being the most talented person in any room here are pretty slim, but you don't have control really over how much talent you're born with, but you do have control over how nice you are and how hard you work. I grew up without a whole lot, and so when all my friends were getting cars at 16, I wasn't, needless to say. When it came down to it, I was like, I can either save up and buy a car, or I can save up to move to Nashville and just figure it out. I had graduated early so that I could work full-time to save up to move. I moved to Nashville, I rented an apartment that I had never seen in person. I just jumped and just was like, I'm gonna make it happen. I needed to find a job and I didn't have one lined up. And the first job I found was at a hot dog stand on Broadway. Lower Broadway at night is very colorful. Nashville is the bachelorette party capital of the world. And you've just got the pedal taverns where people are just screaming Shania Twain all the time, which I love, I get it. And so I'm like 19 and I'm from a small town. I was just like, oh my God, this is crazy. I remember being able to hear the music while I was working. And I used to come to this karaoke bar on my breaks and they'd let me come up and sing, and I just, remind myself why I was here in the first place. This guitar strap, it says Opry Band on it down here. And I got this the second time I played the Grand Ole Opry. Basically the band there, they all have pink guitar straps and capos and tuners and all that. And I remember asking them, I was like, why do you guys all have pink straps? And they were like, oh, well, because no one will steal them. But I love anything spacey and I love the color pink. And so I have this strap, it says Opry Band in Sharpie on it, and I actually ended up getting this too. It's just a reminder of how far I've come and the fact that I get to play the Opry. I used to walk by the Ryman all the time and dream about getting to play here one day. It's like one of the most amazing stages. They call it the Mother Church, and this is where the Grand Ole Opry actually started. But it's an amazing, amazing experience. And just knowing that I've gotten to step on that stage is crazy. I don't know, downtown Nashville has we have a lot of history, in downtown Nashville. I used to just walk by here on my way to work and, think about what it'd be like to play, and I don't even know if I would have believed you if you told me that I get to play here one day. So it's really special. Everything comes full circle. I literally used to sell hot dogs right there, and now I'm selling tickets. And then I worked at a hotel as a concierge. A friend of mine who I had worked with was like, hey, we want to have some music in the lobbies. Do you want to come in and do it? And I was like, yes, I do. So I did that every Friday and Saturday, figured out that I could get away with quitting my day job. I loved it so much. It was just playing music. I didn't care. It wasn't very glamorous. I was just perched up in the corner of this little hotel. But it ended up being a great opportunity for me to just get paid to do what I love.
My older sister was in college. She met a piece of trash named Phil. She didn't know that heroin always starts with pills. And my brother thinks he's better, 'cause his kryptonite comes in a 12-pack.
My album came about after a really, really tough year, and I had just gotten back from my sister's funeral in my hometown, and she passed away of an overdose, and it made me really take a long, hard look at where I came from and how it impacted me and the choices that I was making for myself to make sure I didn't go down that same path. And I wrote the lyric, everybody needs an escape, and mine was leaving.
Everybody needs an escape, and mine was leaving.
It was just such a vulnerable moment writing that song. I'm really proud of the song, and even though it's hard to sing, I think it's a message that I want people to hear, because no matter where you come from, like, you don't have to stay there. You can still leave behind the tough things you've gone through and the way that people around you have chosen to deal with life, and you can make your own story.
So I taught